Tonight, we are digging deeper into the votes cast by Minnesotans and Iowans for President Biden in the presidential nomination primary elections back in the spring and what those votes now mean for the vice president moving forward. Minnesota held its nominating contest on March 5th as part of the Super Tuesday elections all across the nation. A bit different, though, this time around in Iowa, where Democrats voted for their presidential nominee by mail, with results announced on Super Tuesday. Let's take a look now at those results starting in Iowa. President Biden picking up 90% of all Democratic votes cast in the primary. There's that 90%. It's worth noting that 4.5% of Iowa voters as Democrats voted uncommitted. Going to Minnesota now, where the president received approximately 70% of the Democratic support in the primary in the Gopher State. The so-called uncommitted vote playing a much larger role in Minnesota, nearly 20% of votes cast there. Now, keeping those numbers in mind, presidential candidates typically win delegate votes at their respective parties' national convention based on their performance in those primaries and caucuses. According to NBC News, the only command to delegates under current convention rule is, in all good conscience, reflect the sentiments of those who elected them. Keywords right there. So now that President Biden has withdrawn from the race, the Democratic delegates can essentially do whatever they want. They are not bound to support Vice President Harris or any other candidate. However, it's likely Biden's endorsement of Harris will have significant sway here. But again, it's not a directive. So, that said, today the Iowa DNC delegation, comprised of 40 delegates, decided to unanimously endorse Vice President Harris. 40 delegates. The Associated Press is also surveying the DNC delegations from each and every state. At Let's Check this evening, the AP reports 41 of Minnesota's 49 district-level delegates plan on supporting Harris. Right now, the AP also reporting Vice President Harris does have enough support of Democratic delegates they are surveying to become the party's nominee against former President Donald Trump. Again, this is an unofficial AP survey. It's an indication that Harris has the backing to clinch the Democratic nomination.